How are you doing, everyone? I am the Yu-Gi-Oh scrub, but you can call me Bailey, and we're back at it again. We are playing some GOAT format with a fun deck. If you guys didn't see my last video, we had a little grudge match with another Yu-Gi tuber, Dionysus, aka Young Puds of the Gigavice YouTube channel. Go ahead, go watch that video. His link is in the description of that video for his channel. It was a great fun match, some of the most fun I've had in a long time playing. A little bit of GOAT, a little bit of Edison. I'm the GOAT guy, he's the Edison guy. Won't tell you exactly how it went, but let's just say the beef has been squashed. Today we are playing with something a little bit fun. I wanted to do something, I said this idea of, what about level 3 attacking monsters? Basically using level limit Araby and gravity bind to stop my opponent from attacking with any of their level 4s. Meanwhile, I beat them down with things like the triple Mataza the Zapper. Legendary Jujitsu Master kind of acts as defense as well, pretty solid 1800, but it's also then just a 1300 attacker. Not the best monster, but when you actually look up, like I just did, level 3 monsters with like 1200 or more attack, and there's not that many. We do have the Injection Fairly, fantastic card, one of the better level 3 attackers. One Mystic Swordsman level 2, because it can attack as well. Sangan, Twin-Headed Behemoth, 2 Cliff the Trap Removers, just for, another level 3 attacker can, have some utility, pop in some back row. This card, spicy. 1 Boganian, is that how you would say it? Not very good at all, but I wanted to run it. 1300 attack, so same as Mataza, but it can do 600 points of damage during my standby phase. I don't think it's that good, but if we can get a win with a Boganian burn, oof, you better subscribe. Other than the level 3 monsters, we're running the Exiled and DD Warrior Lady, just because we're running the Mataza the Zapper, so it gives us a little warrior package, as well as the Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke and Blade Knight. You're not always going to have the Area B and the Gravity Bind on the field, so, sometimes you want the utility of the Warrior package. Also, the Sasuke is important because I was looking, I'm like, how the hell am I going to get over a Gravekeeper's Spy? If I attack a spy, it flips it up and puts 2 spies on the field, and we'll get to some other cards that I put into the deck to help facilitate getting rid of those. We got the 2 level limit Arabis, I already mentioned the 2 Gravity Binds, 2 Noblemen of Crossouts, of course, just to get rid of the spy, as I was saying, 2 Smashing Grounds, similar reasoning. Also running the 1 Lightning Vortex, of course, Trinity. We are running a Heavy Storm. You might say it's not that good because we have a couple cards, the Arabis and Gravity Binds in particular, that want to stick around on the field. But, maybe we can push with the BLS, Heavy Storm, use BLS, and then we have 2 spicy cards, United We Stand and Mage Power. Just other ways to potentially get over a Gravekeeper's Spy. United We Stand, even if Mataza the Zapper's on the field alone, but equipped with United We Stand, it can attack over both of the spies, so that's pretty important. This is the deck, it's pretty, I was about to say standard. I don't know if there's anything standard about this deck, I don't know if I've ever seen, like, a level 3 attack. I did kind of throw into the side deck some fun cards. We had the triple Cypher Soldier, it was kinetic, I don't even know. I know that this card has changed names and even attributes, I think. It's one of the weirder stories in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Go check out that. Not my channel, but, look up the Cypher Soldier and figure it out. So if there's a Warrior matchup, not that, I think we have a pretty decent matchup into Warriors, just because Warriors can struggle sometimes with the Araby and Gravity Binds, but we have the Cypher Soldiers, so, like, we can really dunk on our opponent because it can attack, and definitely gets even more attack if a Warrior monster is battling it. 2 DD Crazy Beasts, unfortunately it's 1400 attack. I wish it was 15 because it would make it way better into Recruiters, but, like, I don't know, maybe we can do something kind of crazy. That's why I just have 2 in the side. A lot of the side decks are just more fun. Triple Death Wombat, in case we run into Burn. Again, it's a level 3, so I can attack. Not that Burn's doing too much attacking. A second Mystic Swordsman level 2. Triple Mind Control, Soul Release for some Chaos matchups. And then the Torrentials in the side deck. Maybe I should find a way to fit this in. You know what I'm going to do? Let's cut... I can't cut the Boganian. That card's too powerful. Maybe 1 Smashing Ground for the Torrential. You guys seeing some adjustments on the fly, because I don't feel like figuring out, we'll do a Dust Tornado. Dust Tornado, you never know when it might come in handy. That's just a good side deck card to throw in. Alright, and oh no, I had it all organized and then I clicked A to Z. That's why I don't like clicking A to Z, guys, because now how am I going to tell the story of the deck? Regardless, I've already told the story, so I don't need to say it again. We are going to go into the GOAT format ladder. Click this button for your viewing pleasure, click Join Pool, and wait for our opponent. hopefully you guys have been liking everything. I did notice the last will turn, you know, my deck that revolves around last will turbo with, not last will, last turn turbo with last will. Didn't do quite as good. Not that I really care about, like, how many views I get and everything. I mean, obviously, I want people to watch it. It makes me feel good, especially when I get lots of comments. But, I have another spicier deck in the making. You know, let's just say I hope that one gets a little bit more views, but, you know, who cares? In the long run, you know, I'm just making some content, recording myself playing a children's card game from 20 years ago. Okay, we have a solid-ish opening hand. Boganian, Reinforcement of the Army, Jujitsu Master, Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke, Cliff the Trap Remover, and Sangan. I could immediately go... Yeah, we're just going to try to swing for Sangan. Cliff the Trap Remover does seem like a good way to potentially get a little plus right there if I can't pop my opponent's back row, but we're going to wait and see. I might summon it next turn. A lot of monsters in this hand, only running 19 monsters, I think it was. Not too many, but we'll see. Let's take a quick sip of coffee from my Pokemon mug. I'm really sad it's didn't realize right away that it's not dishwasher safe. So like all the white spots used to be filled. It has all the different Pokeballs. Maybe not all of them, but like Pokeball, Master Ball, Dusk Ball, Dive Ball, Nest Ball, trying to think of the others. Premier Ball, Luxury Ball. Yeah, I think my amount of knowledge is escaping. Okay, he's snatch stealing the sand again. Very interesting that he goes ahead, hits us for 2100, taking our Sangan with Snatch Steal. And Swords of Revealing Light. Okay, we get Injection Fairy Lily. We'll go ahead. And what do we want to do here? I think we set the Injection Fairy Lily. I could set the Jujitsu Master, and that might be the better play, but I'm a little worried that he's going to attack with Sangan into the Jujitsu Master, and then we're just back a turn. Though, maybe I do that, because like if I draw Sangan next turn, is that really that bad? Though maybe I set the Fairy Lily, just in case he has a Nobleman. Yeah, we'll set the Fairy Lily. We already have lost a few life points. 2,000 is a decent amount to pay. And given the fact that we have not drawn any spells or traps, really, besides this one Rhoda, which we don't want to use yet. Okay, so he sets a monster and passes his turn. We draw Smashing Ground. Alright, we will now go ahead and set the Jujitsu Master. Maybe, actually, I should have Rhoda'd for the Exiled and popped this monster. That would have been significantly better. Oops on my part, and also apologies. I try not to slurp. Yeah, okay. My misplay, my hubris got to me. He flips Magician of Faith, getting Snatch Steal, so we know he has Snatch Steal now. And Cease Fire. So, to defense. We'll take 2,000 damage. And still nothing can actually get over the Injection Fairy Lily or the Legendary Jujitsu Master. So sure, he can Snatch Steal one of these monsters. Actually, he could get the Fairy Lily and then pay 2,000, get over the Jujitsu Master, give me the Fairy back on top of my deck. He Snatch Steals. Okay, so that is the play he's going for. He has not normal summoned yet. Summons a DD Warrior Lady. And it is going to be game. Okay. What do we want to do here? Maybe a couple mind controls. I don't know if I want to overside. We'll take out Smashing Ground. We saw Tsukiyomi. We saw the... Didn't see tons of back row. And no, we did see some in that. Let's obviously keep the Heavy Storm in. Take out Twin-Headed Behemoth. I don't think that card's going to be doing too much. And we'll pass our turn. To pass our turn, click done siding. Guys, I am just losing my mind. Slowly but surely, every single day. I think it's like my mind goes so fast, and I guess you could say I don't really think about what I say. So here, from this point on, for the rest of the video, the rest of my life, I'm only going to think about what I say. And our opening hand looks pretty decent this time. We have Cliff the Trap Remover, Injection Fairy Lily, the Jujitsu Master, Ring of Destruction, Mind Control, Pot of Greed. Of course, we're going to fire off the Pot of Greed, drawing Nobleman and Torrential Tribute. So here, I think we'll go ahead and set the Jujitsu Master, and we'll set a Ring of Destruction. Does he have a Nobleman across out? Nope. Sets a couple of back row and one monster. We draw Mataza the Zapper. We will go ahead and I think... Do we Nobleman right away, or do we Mind Control? We'll Nobleman first. That is a fantastic hit. I am glad that we used Nobleman. And I think we're going to try to pick off back row. We probably should have summoned first, in case he has a Torrential. But we'll attack with Cliff the Trap Remover. It just gets Sakuretsu armored, so we lose the monster, but in a way goes 1 for 1. We don't get the plus from popping a spell trap, but we force out the Sakuretsu, which would be more powerful on a Fairy Lily or a Mataza. I'd like the Jujitsu Master to get a little bit of usefulness, potentially if he was to attack into it. And here, I think now we go ahead and we try to swing with the Fairy Lily. And because we had the Jujitsu Master, if he has Mirror Force, that's... No, we're not gonna... Alright, we'll declare the effect, pay 2,000. He takes 34, and we'll pass our turn. So, a lot of damage hitting my opponent. Fairy Lily, very powerful card. I wonder how it would be if it was at 3. Would it really be broken? I feel like this is one of those cards that's kind of interesting that it's at 1. If you guys know the story behind that, like, tell me. Is it just that it's more powerful than I give it credit for? To me, just a 3,400 normal summon, but like 2,000 life points is a lot. Okay. Opponent discards Jinzo and DD Warrior Lady, thinking maybe one of those might be a Call of the Haunted, something along those lines. Dust Tornado hits the ring. We will just send it to grave, unfortunately. We're not going to get value from the ring. Not going to ring my own Injection Fairy Lily. That would be silly and stupid. But we have Mind Control in case he sets. We have Lightning Vortex if somehow he gets out a Chaos Monster or the Jinzo, something along those lines. He does summon the BLS. Mind Control can deal with that pretty easily. And he has to banish Ceasefire. So we'll take 1,500. And if he... Alright, so... Banishes the Injection Fairy Lily, sets a monster, and 2 back row. Okay. We get another Mind Control. I like to see that. Now, let us go ahead. We could do 26 plus 13. That would put him down pretty low, but we have to hope these back rows just aren't real. We're going to Mind Control the BLS first. Maybe force out a Book of Moon or something. And declare, banish itself. Next, we'll summon the Mataza. Activate the Mind Control again. Not again, but a second Mind Control. And it's a Sangan. That is unfortunate. Now, do we risk the Mirror Force? Yep, we do. Balls to the wall. 13, and does he take this? Okay, so he Sakuretsu armors the Mataza. We'll set Torrential Tribute. Give him back the Sangan. We have Nobleman, so we're not going to flip the Sangan, because maybe he keeps it face down. We draw into Nobleman, and that's not the end of the world there. He sets a back row, goes to end phase. We draw Cliff the Trap Remover. We'll summon the Cliff the Trap Remover and try to attack over the Sangan and maybe get a little plus with that Cliff the Trap Remover. He's viewing his deck, committing more monsters to potentially get Torrential Tributed. Isn't the best, but who said that I'm the best? We're playing a bad deck, and when you're playing a bad deck, sometimes you just have to make ballsy plays. He gets a Tsukiyomi, will attack with Cliff. He Ring of Destructions it. So we take 1200, Cliff goes to the graveyard, and we can pass our turn. Tsukiyomi can set itself. He summons Tsukiyomi, sets the legendary Jujutsu Master, and he then banishes it with a face-down Nobleman across out. He then Heavy Storms. Now he's going in for 1100 Beatdown. Come on, get a Mataza the Zapper. We have 2 Matazas, 2 Rhodas. Come on. BLS is not live. We can just pass our turn. Watch him rip Duo here. Come on, I want to get a win. There's so many good things we could get. What am I talking about? Alright, well, he discards BLS and our Lightning Vortex. 2 powerful one-ofs. Tsukiyomi gets set. We draw Gravity Bind, so now we can potentially start stalling this game out. We draw Rhoda. We will use the Rhoda. And I think we just go for the Exiled Force. And pass our turn. Get that pesky Tsukiyomi out of here. Pot of Greed. That's unfortunate, but what can you do? We've already seen our pot. No Charity. No Duo. He's seen all 3 of his Trinity pieces. Summons a Blade Knight. And we will flip the Gravity Bind. We get DD Warrior Lady. We'll set it, pass our turn. We get the Graceful Charity. I think we might wait to fire it off. Duo is already gone. And I want at least 1 card that I could potentially discard. I mean, Graceful Charity also would just act right now as like a pot of duality. You know, letting me see the top 3 cards and pick one and add it to my hand. We get Area B. Okay, that's pretty powerful. We will activate the Graceful Charity. Getting United We Stand, Premature, Mataza. Discard the Premature because we're pretty low on life points, and I think we have to discard the Area B. Or do we do United We Stand? We do United We Stand, because what we can do is summon the Mataza. Activate the level limit. And if he doesn't have a battle trick, then we can attack directly for game. Scapegoats, okay. We'll attack 1 scapegoat token, get that out of here. He cannot use Thousand Eyes Restrict on Mataza. Mataza has the odd clause that control this face-up card cannot switch to the other, to my opponent's side of the field. Control of this face-up card on the field cannot switch. That is the sentence I was trying to say. But that includes by Thousand Eyes Restrict, even though it is becoming a spell trap. It's not like it stays a monster, it just has control of the card. So, interesting little thing there. We get a Blade Knight. We'll pass our turn. Come on. Level 3 attackers, that's what this deck is about. Don't let my opponent get back into this game. You guys are like, get back into it. He's been in control the whole time. We will pass our turn once again. Drawing Nobleman across out. Set a monster. I dare you. I double dare you. Activates Swords of Revealing Light. Fine by me. We have the MST for it if need be. Okay, that is true. It gets flipped face up. Forgot about that little effect of the swords. And I don't mind, really, if he chooses to pop the DD Warrior Lady. Gives us the light... Actually, no, the BLS is discarded. What am I thinking? Alright. Discard Snatch Steal, getting rid of DD Warrior Lady. Goes Call of the Haunted. Targeting Sangan. We will MST the call on activation. Yeah. Just to make sure, I'm not letting the Sangan hit the field. Just needed to see the target. We draw Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master, so finally, actually, no, we will set it because we can't attack. So that's one turn on swords. We draw Call of the Haunted. I like that draw. We'll set it. We'll be able to get back Mataza, start beating over all of these monsters. Potentially. Set a monster. Mystic Swordsman level 2. We will also set this because it might just help beat over some tokens. He finally goes in Egg 1 with the Swords of Revealing Light after stalling us for 3 turns. In his graveyard, he does have Lights and Darks. Sets another monster. We get Boganian. Guys, we might just do it. Alright, we are going to Call of the Haunted. Targeting Mataza. Then attack over the tribe. Maybe. He Mirror Forces. Okay, I figured he might have that. That is unfortunate. And have we seen Torrential yet? No, we have not. So I'm going to pass the turn there. No need to commit the Blade Knight, but we're getting pretty close to a little Boganian win here. Opponent sets a back row, passes his turn. We draw another Jiu-Jitsu Master. We'll flip this one. Just try to get over the Tribe Infecting Virus. Torrential Tribute. Okay. That's still main phase 1 because obviously it has to respond. And here we'll go ahead and start hoping and praying. We'll set the Nobleman across out. We've seen a lot of spells and traps. So, pass our turn on the Boganian. Here comes a Chaos Monster. Almost certainly. He's viewing his graveyard, though it's in standby, so maybe he was checking for Sinister Serpent. If he's running like the kind of standard-ish 2 Chaos Sork, though we haven't seen Thunder Dragons, which makes me think he's maybe not running Turbo. He's running Scapegoats. It's more of a goat control, Swords of Revealing Light. Yeah, Tsukiyomi, so it's more goat control than it is Turbo. He does have Lights and Darks. He has the Blade Knight in there. He then metamorphosizes a Sinister Serpent for 1,000 Eyes Restrict. Taking Boganian. No! We'll take 13. Have we seen Ring? We have seen Ring. So don't need to worry about that. We get another level limit. We'll go ahead and set the Jujitsu Master. Set level limit. Attack. Come on. Please, attack. I'm asking you so nicely. All I wanted was a Boganian win, guys. Look at this little guy. He looks so cute. He pops the new back row with a Breaker the Magical Warrior, so his normal summon is gone. He'll take 500 and Jujitsu Master. We'll put the 1,000 Eyes to the top of the deck. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to get back Boganian, so we're not going to be able to get a win. We get Mage Power. We will risk the attack, get this Breaker off the board. It goes through. We'll set the Blade Knight as a bluff and for potential protection because our life points are very low. Standby, he's thinking. Gonna get back Sinister Serpent, of course. If he has a second Metamorphosis, that would be pretty brutal for us. Because he would be able to steal the legendary Jujitsu Master and then attack over Blade Knight, putting us at a very, very poor position. Sets a monster, passes, likely the Sinister Serpent. We will go ahead and use the Nobleman across out that we had set and try to attack for game with Jujitsu Master. He has more Scapegoat tokens. Alright, we'll beat over a token. Set the Mirror Force, pass our turn. He MSTs the Mirror Force in end phase. Same situation here. If he has the Metamorphosis, though he likely would have used it last turn with the Sinister Serpent. He Noblemans the Blade Knight that was face down. And there's the Metamorphosis off of the top. Alright. GG's. Unfortunate. Let's see if he says anything. And nope. Okay. Join the pool again with another awesome GOAT format deck. We win the rock, paper, scissors. Always love to see it. Choosing to go first. And, I mean, what more can you ask for? Yeah, we have Delinquent Duel, we have Graceful Charity, we have Area B, Call, and Premature Burial, so double ways to get back cards, 2 Trinity pieces, level them Area B, but, of course, the main thing here is the Boganian in our opening hand. We're gonna just fire off the Delinquent Duo right away, hitting the middle card from my opponent's hand, hitting an Exiled Force, lovely. No getting rid of my Boganian with the Exiled. Ew! See an Ojama Trio. Well, we'll then activate the Graceful Charity, getting Lightning Vortex, Mage Power, and Pot of Greed, discarding, I think, Premature, definitely Area B, because he's running a burn deck. And maybe the Premature. We have Call the Haunted, does the same basic thing, and without paying life points. We'll then activate the Pot of Greed, getting Torrential and Mataza. Summon the Boganian, set call, pass our turn. If Boganian survives, 600 whole damage that he'll be taking. Summons the Kinetic Soldier. Unfortunately, we will take 50 damage. Kinetic / Cypher. We draw Sangan. We'll go ahead, set Torrential, set Sangan, pass our turn. He Ojama Trios. We will, of course, get Ojama tokens. Switches his Cypher Soldier to defense and passes his turn. We draw Blade Knight. What is up with freaking Swords of Revealing Light? So I think we'll... no, we don't want him drawing his burn pieces. We would want to get these off the field. So I think we summon the Blade Knight and Torrential Tribute. Secret Barrel. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll take 2,000. And we'll take 900 from all the tokens. And Sangan's effect will go off. Searching us. Probably Cliff the Trap Remover. Definitely not Injection Fairy Lily. Or do we go like Exiled or Mystic Swordsman level 2? We can't attack with Cliff the Trap Remover. We'll go Mystic Swordsman level 2 in case he has anything face down. And just pass our turn. Turn 1 on swords. Ooh, and it was a Morphing Jar set. Very happy that we got rid of that. We get another Mataza the Zapper. We'll go ahead and set one of them. Pass our turn. Turn 2 on Swords of Revealing Light. And this will be turn 3. Shuffle our hand. Set Mystic Swordsman level 2. Pass our turn. Hopefully we don't get Ojama Trio, but even if we do, Chain Energy. We get Nobleman. Okay. So let's think here. If we flip Mataza and Mystic Swordsman level 2, Mataza's 26, can attack twice. If we set Nobleman and Lightning Vortex and activate the Mage Power, that is 2,000 more because it'd be 4 spells and traps. So 2,000, so we can do, what is that? 66 plus 9, and then Call of the Haunted. Okay. So we'll set, pay 500. Set, pay 500. Flip Mataza. Flip Mystic Swordsman. Those were already on the field, so we don't need to pay anything. Activate Mage Power. Target, pay 500. Yep, I understand. And then this is going to go up to, I hope he doesn't have Magic Cylinder, 3,300. And we're going to swing. Secret Barrel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll take 1,600. And just as, oh my goodness, that is unfortunate. Okay, so bring in these Death Wombats right away. What's going to be bad? I don't think he's going to be attacking very much. Let's take out the area bees, and even if he is, it's likely, like, the cats. So, Mystic Swordsman. We saw Cypher Soldier. Dust Tornado is going to be better. Nobleman might be good. Probably is going to be good. What's not good? Duo's powerful. Cards that make me pay life points aren't too good. Ring of Destructions, I'm still iffy on it. Take out the Premature Burial. Wait, no, that's all cards we need to take out. Okay. We'll be going first. Getting Pot of Greed, Death Wombat, Mataza, Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master, the Boganian again, and Injection. I should have taken out the Fairy Lily. Okay, we'll activate Pot of Greed. Getting Cliff and MST. We will, I think, go ahead, set Jiu-Jitsu Master, set MST. Goes ahead and sets 3. Don't think it's necessary to fire off the MST yet. We get Dust Tornado. Do we want to take 500? We might be able to take the 500. Yeah, we'll take 500. Right, because it's... Oh, no, it's my standby phase. We gain 500. Or his standby phase, not mine. Okay. We will summon Dust Wombat, set Dust Tornado, pass our turn. Ojama Trio comes out, hitting us with 3 wonderful, we'll go Ojama Yellow tokens. As always, make sure we label them with 1,000 defense, because that is something very easy to miss. We'll Dust Tornado the Snatch Steal. We want to keep our Death Wombat, thank you very much. Sets a monster. Passes his turn. We draw a Twin-Headed Behemoth. Where are all of our freaking... We'll attack the face-down monster. It's a Sandgan. What's he going to search? He is playing the Panda. Okay, so Sakuratsu Armors would have been good. Pass our turn. No damage is taken from the Nightmare Wheel because of the Death Wombat, in case you're wondering. 3,300 beats over the Death Wombat. So that is 1,633, 1,000, 1,700. I can do math. And then this is 2,000 from the flipped Death Koala. We draw DD Warrior Lady. And I think we're just going to end up losing this game. I mean, yeah, we're going to lose this game. I don't believe. You gotta believe. I don't believe. I mean, we have to get rid of this Panda. Paying 2,000 is not good, but we have to. He Nightmare Wheels. We will MST that Nightmare Wheel. Pay 2,000. And Panda is at 33 because we have 5 monsters on the board. So he'll take some damage, just 100. Yeah, okay. And we'll pass our turn. We'll then take 500 from the Nightmare Wheel. I mean, yeah, like paying 2,000 life points with Fairly. I mean, we also just lose the Fairly Leaks. Now we're below 2,000. So you can just attack it. You can attack these tokens. Yeah, guys, we're losing this game. This is not a good matchup for us. Unfortunately, we take 1100, 100 more. No, what am I doing? Guys, I can't do math. Gain 1000. And then 11 minus 4 is 700. We draw Blade Knight. We'll summon Cliff the Trap Remover. Try to get over this Death Koala. Declare. Get rid of the Nightmare Wheel. And pass our turn. And just hope that he doesn't see another panda. Alright. GG's. We'll do one more match. I want to get a game win, guys. I try so hard to play these silly decks. And I know a couple of you commented, I've talked about it in the past, of like, why do I upload losses? Why do I not just wait for wins? Because I could be playing for 3 hours and get one game win. Like, and I've never cared about my rating. This Boganian is loving our hand right now. Absolutely loving it. And I'm loving it. Pot of Greed, draw 2, Mataza the Zapper. Okay, opening hand, Boganian, DD Warrior Lady, United We Stand, Area B, Mystic Swordsman level 2, Mataza the Zapper, and Dark Scorpion, Cliff the Trap Remover. We'll go ahead and summon Boganian, activate Area B, pass our turn. He takes our Boganian with Snatch Steal. No! What are you doing? That's so bad. Now we are going to take 600 damage. Alright, so 1300. Attack directly with the Boganian. Not directly, attack. Yeah, wait, that is... Guys, I said I was going to think before I speak. That lasted approximately, I don't know, like 30 minutes. Alright, we draw another Area B. We do gain 1000 from the Snatch Steal. Thank you, opponent. And here we go ahead and set. No, we don't set. We summon DD Warrior Lady. It goes to defense. We'll activate the other Area B. And then pass turn. We'll take 600 in his standby phase from the Boganian. He sets another monster and passes his turn. We draw another Cliff the Trap Remover, standby. We'll gain 1000. We have the Mystic Swordsman level 2. Boganian will be able to attack over it. Or do we go Mataza? Mataza would be, with United We Stand, pretty beefy. Nope, we go Mystic Swordsman level 2. Try to get over some of these monsters. He's Sakuretsu Armors and Mystic Swordsman level 2. That's fine. Happy we got rid of that, because I want to keep Mataza healthy. Get rid of his back row one by one, and eventually big swings with Mataza and United We Stand. We'll take 600 from Boganian. Flips Gravekeeper's Spy. It will go to defense. He gets himself another Spy. Most likely. Nope, gets the Guard. Okay, so he's playing Guard. Interesting. Does he have Tsukiyomi or something? Tributes the Gravekeeper Spy and Bogania. No! That is sick. Hard tribute Blue Eyes White Dragon. And the correct art of Blue Eyes White Dragon, in my opinion. Okay. We draw Reinforcement of the Army. Now, what do we want to do here? If we Rhoda, we get exiled. Mataza would be with 1600. It would be able to get over the Blue Eyes. So we'll go Rhoda. Get ourselves, where is he? Exiled Force. Summon the Exiled. Declare. Get rid of this face down monster. I don't like face down monsters. I like knowing what I'm running into. Berserk Gorilla. Okay, interesting. It's also interesting because it would have been automatically destroyed by the level limit area Bs. Very weird deck that my opponent's running. Nightmare Wheel on the DD Warrior Lady. That's fine. We'll take 500. What is up with my opponents playing Burn and just like weird stuff? Okay. Well, what do we want to do here? We'll summon Mataza the Zapper. Activate United We Stand, making him 2900. Attack. Please don't have a second Sakuretsu armor. Doesn't look like he does. Okay, so we get a couple pluses there with the Mataza being real beefy with the United We Stand. We'll take 500 from Nightmare Wheel. Sets a back row, 2 back row, passes his turn. We're not going to risk a Torrential Tribute now. Call of the Haunted. Targeting what? Blue Eyes, okay. So we'll redeclare and attack directly. Call goes to the graveyard. Takes 2900. We will set the Torrential Tribute because you never know what could happen, and get prepared to take 500 from the Nightmare Wheel. Opponent sets a monster and a back row, and if those are all bluffs, then we have the win. Secret Barrel, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. We'll take 2,000. Activate the Nobleman of Crossout. Berserk Gorilla. And do we swing for game? Alright, there's one game, guys. Love to see it. I don't know what my opponent's playing. Like, this is a really interesting deck. We'll bring in Dust Tornado, maybe like 2 Dust Wombats. What's bad? Boganian, I'm sorry, you have to come out. You're just not doing enough right now. Twin-Headed Behemoth, I think, can also come out. And then one more card. Maybe the Blade Knight. I don't know. We will be going second this time. 42 cards I'm just noticing in my opponent's deck. Death Wombat, Pot of Greed, Lightning Vortex, Nobleman, Premature Burial. So now we have a lot of spells, but not enough monsters. We draw another Death Wombat, okay. Activate the Pot of Greed. Getting Torrential and Mystic Swordsman level 2. Here... what do we want to do? We'll set Torrential and pass our turn. And hopefully he summons a monster. I'd love if he does. Graceful Charity. Unfortunately, that's fine. Draws 3 cards. Discarding Blowback Dragon. And Bottomless Trap Hole. That's also interesting. Unfortunately, we have to Torrential because my opponent could just pop the Torrential with the Blowback Dragon potentially. But he has not used his normal summon. But we do have a way to remove any monster he does summon. Reasoning. We have to go for Blue Eyes White Dragon. Well, we have the Lightning Vortex. He still hasn't used his normal summon, but all we're going to be taking is a 3,000 from Blue Eyes. We get a legendary Jujitsu Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll take 14. And we'll set Premature. Set the legendary Jujitsu Master. Tributes the Blue Eyes for Blowback Dragon. That's fine. If you don't know, the way that Blowback works is he targets. I would have to chain because you can't see the result of Blowback Dragon. So he does pop the Nobleman across out. And then passes his turn. We draw Dust Tornado. We'll activate Lightning Vortex, discarding the Mystic Swordsman level 2. Summon a Death Wombat. And swing. He Torrential Tributes in main phase 1. These will go to the graveyard. We'll then activate. We will play a little risky, going for the Death Wombat and trying to swing. And he has Mirror Force. Okay. And he draws Pot of Greed. Come on. It's always like when I'm feeling like, okay, you know, we're in a pretty decent position here. He pops the Dust Tornado with a Breaker the Magical Warrior. Hits us for 16. Just seeing everything that he possibly needs. We draw Exiled Force. We'll summon the Exiled. Pop the Breaker. Declare the effect of the Exiled that I had summoned. Don't really know what's taking so long. We are playing pretty fast. Alright, and pass our turn, because we can't summon a second monster. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh works. Okay. Alright, I feel better now. A little bit better. We'll attack with Death Wombat. He has Nightmare Wheel. We'll activate Area B for defense and pass our turn. He clearly doesn't know what Death Wombat does. I don't take any burn damage. He has Smashing Ground. Sets a monster. Passes turn. We draw Gravity Bind. Okay. Pass our turn. Hits us for 700 with Cyberstein. We draw BLS. And we don't have any lights or darks. Alright, GG, game 2. Now, bring in a third Death Wombat. Take out BLS. What do we want? We saw Berserk Gorillas. Yeah, I think this is the play. I don't know. Come on, let it be this match where we get the dub. Apologies, I have a sneeze coming. Can I mute the mic in time? Goodness gracious, that was the slowest second sneeze. Like, I kind of felt it, but I'm like, it might be going away, so I kept them. Guys. Alright, opening hand, Smashing Ground, Graceful Charity, Gravity Bind, Death Wombat, Rhoda, and Dark Scorpion Cliff, the Trap Remover. We will set the Gravity Bind and summon Cliff, the Trap Remover, and pass our turn. I am going to get a tissue. Fortunately, there was some right behind me, and mute as I blow my nose. I do have a lovely sound of me blowing my nose. I promise you. It sounds like music to people's ears, but you don't deserve the music. So he brain controls and tributes the Cliff the Trap Remover instead of just attacking for a blowback dragon. Come on, get tails. There's one heads, so it's 1 out of 4. And of course, opponents always pop. When it's my blowback dragon, it never pops. We have to go 8. And of course, now he hits the 4. Guys, this is just unfortunate, but what can you do? He will be smacking us for 4,300 damage. We get another reinforcement of the army. We'll activate the Smashing Grounds, get rid of the blowback dragon. Activate the Graceful Charity. Getting Jujitsu Master, Mystic Swordsman level 2, and Mirror Force. Discarding the level 2 and 1 Rhoda. Then set Jujitsu Master, set Mirror Force, pass our turn. Another blowback dragon? Oh my goodness. Fortunately, whatever he chooses to pop, that's fine. He's going to get the pop. Of course. Why would he not get the pop? Declare, this will go to the graveyard, but at least blowback dragon gets put back on top of his deck. We draw Injection Fairy Lily, not a very good card right now. We'll summon the Death Wombat and try to attack. Okay. Negates the attack, but I don't take burn damage. We'll set the Rhoda. I mean, that's the worst magic cylinder ever. Snatch Steel. Lovely. Tributes for the blowback dragon. Lovely. Why, my opponents just have whatever they need whenever they're playing me. I don't even care if he gets 2 tails here. Nope, of course he gets a heads. Come on, 2 tails. All I'm asking for. Why would I get lucky? I do like my opponent's deck. It's interesting. I think it could be built better. And of course now I draw some dead cards. Guys, I'm salty right now. I just feel like my opponents had literally everything they exactly need. I'm also apologize. My voice is getting a little bit more loud and I'm closer to a mic. So if you guys, that hurt your ears. Finally, when it doesn't matter, my opponent reasoning. We'll call 8 because I'm not letting a Blue Eyes hit the field. Breaker is also going to be able to do it. Alright, we're not even going. Still hit him with a GG's. And yeah, I'm just going to show you exactly what I do. You know what I will do. Just so you can still do it. But, no, don't play this deck. Where is it? Delete deck. There you go. That's the response. This video, this drove me a little more insane than I thought it would. I thought it was like, okay, this is a neat idea. Maybe it'll work. That didn't work at all. That was pathetic. And I hate myself for ever building that. Yeah, don't play that deck. Don't ever play anything I play. Like, play Chaos Turbo only. Only ever play Chaos Turbo. That's what you should take away from this video. But if you guys like the video. If you like watching me go insane, then, yeah, here's the channel for you. I'm your guy. But, that's it from me today. Thank you all for watching. I am the YuGiOh Scrub, and goodbye.